Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thrive Not Just Survive. I am your host, Nasira Jamal, and I'm so thrilled to be here. I've taken a bit of a break in terms of these interviews, as you might have noticed, because I've been working on something really amazing in the background. And I did have Dr. Cheryl Bryant Bruce introduce this project to you guys a week ago called the Empowerment Project. And today I have the privilege of interviewing one of the most acclaimed speakers out there. And I'm so thrilled that she's accepted my invitation for this interview. So let's get Yolanda on our show and get this conversation started. Hi, Yolanda. How are you? Welcome to my show. First of all, thank you for taking the time. I know it's really early where you are. So I want to give you, sort of an applause for joining me at 7 a.m. in your time zone. Thank you.
You are welcome, Nasira. Thank you very much for the invitation. I appreciate
Okay.
it. Yeah.
No problem. So really, we want to get obviously into talking about the Empowerment Project. But before we do that, I really like to give sort of an overview to my audience of who you are and how you got to doing what you're doing, because I believe you found your zone of genius. And I want you to share your story, because I think the connections that people can make from your story is one that is really part of finding their own story.
Perfect. Well, thank you again. And, a part of my story is that I started this really, I would say, 30 years ago, and it's been all of my life. During the time that I've met Dr. Cheryl, which we've been knowing each other, I want to say easily about 4 years. We've connected um, doing some health care work. And one of the things that she brought to my attention in doing this project was, we could do it remotely. And it just was so aligned with what I do as a health coach, as a spiritual teacher. I consider myself one that's aligned and doing the passionate things that I enjoy doing: meditation, yoga, being a coach, and helping others to really be their best selves and find that through being healthy, and just finding the joy in that. But yes, I would say for me on this journey, it's been 30 years easily, and just refining and just, taking it a level up each time, no matter what it is in my life, relationships, whether it's my career. I think my activity level for a person that's within my age range. I'm a healthy person, and so I've just taken even my spirituality, all those levels, just wanting it to be the highest and elevated. I'm never going to stop being a better yo, as I like to say, a yogi yo.
That's awesome. See, and I think there's so many nuggets that in that piece you shared, is that you've been working at it for all these years in terms of just leveling up. And the whole empowerment project that you and I have the privilege of being a part of is helping others level up, no matter where you are, whether you're at the beginning of the journey, middle of the journey, or you're really fully aligned, but you want to get even brighter and larger in terms of the service that you provide. And so I want you to tell us a little bit about the work that you do. I know you said that you are a health and wellness coach. What
Yes.
types of things do you help people or clients of yours that come to you? What is that kind of work that will help them transform their life? What do you do for them or with them?
So one of the things as a health coach, number one, let people know I'm not a therapist. I'm not a teacher. I support them because I believe that within each one of us is we have that desire, but that work, that action, what you can do to get you to where you want to be. So I support them in that. Through various tools, number one, and just really diving deep to see what it is they want in their life. Being I say I'm not a teacher as far as being a health coach, but when I'm doing meditation, when I'm teaching people yoga, those sort of things are a little different than in coaching someone in their health. But I definitely feel we each have it within us, that seed to be who we really desire. And when I'm working with a person one-on-one, it is most important on what is it they want. And my helping them with tools that they can find within their own scope that could work for them. Because every exercise isn't for everyone. Every meal plan isn't for everyone, and there are a lot of meal plans out there. I like to tell people I'm a flexitarian. You know, I like to eat vegetarian. I like to eat keto sometimes, paleo sometimes, vegan sometimes. So we have to just, be mindful of what could be best for another person.
Well, I think that's the other side of it, right? Like it's not a one size fits all. Life
True.
is not like that. We all have come with our own um, gifts and things that we have to, fulfill in terms of purpose, but we are all very, very different. And so I
That's true.
love that you say that, it's individualized. Like not every meal plan works for every single person, and you can modify it to whoever and whatever it is that suits you. And I love that you work with people to help find that, because sometimes I think people get caught up in, well, if that person's doing it and it's working, then well, it will work for me and I'll just do that. But sometimes that alignment piece isn't there. Do you find that in your clients?
I do. And, although right now I'm not working with individuals and I'm integrating a health and wellness program into churches and really into the community in which I, have spent most of my life in. But the thing is, I'm the people's coach. So no matter who I'm helping and supporting, um, these tools and the things that I help people with, it doesn't matter who you are. Um, I definitely see a difference when people make an effort to take baby steps because a lot of our habits, you know, um, it's sometimes said it takes 21 days to break a habit, and it's longer than that. You give yourself 90 days, definitely 60 days. It takes time in learning and pivoting. Although some of us are ready to do it after you have, whether you want to say, I've beaten my head up against the wall enough and doing whatever it was, and I'm ready to make a change, or it took some type of, whether it's a chronic condition or your system was compromised, for you to have that wake up call.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's easy to do a pivot. I've worked with people with, uh, maybe it's just smoking cessation, or, a lot of people with weight loss. Meeting a person where they are and taking baby steps to where they want to be. Even on that larger scale within our health and wellness program, we have those biometrics and parameters to support a person each step of the way. And that's always important. And to have measuring results, because people want it, it's so good when your program is something that's measured, and it's just not, well, I like to say it's evidence-based science. Um,
Absolutely. And I think that's another thing, right? Is when there's a measurable tool to see where you started and where you're getting to, even that in itself is something that's very empowering. So that's
exactly.
going to lead me to what you are going to be speaking about in the Empowerment Project. Of course, we're going to be just sharing nuggets, but just kind of give us an overview of what people can expect when they join the Empowerment Project that we are actually doing November 6th to the 8th. As a speaker, what kinds of things are people going to witness from what you're sharing?
So I'm really excited about the piece that I'm doing for the Empowerment Project, which is the meditative and yoga piece. I'm really excited for what I'm sharing with also a little mini ebook and just helping people with baby steps in affirming. It's so important in what we say and what we speak into our life. And sometimes I know, like I was saying earlier, I've been on a 30-year journey. So where I know that I am right now and where I feel I am in my body and wake up every day knowing that everything's working out for me. My life is perfect. My life is good, as it is for all of us. But I have been in a place where I didn't think it was good. And I didn't think that things were working out for me. And so I know that for when, especially we are working with women, entrepreneurial women, and when you are wanting something so bad to work, and to be successful, it takes a mindset. And so being able to quiet the mind, to find that space that is your alignment, your inner being, your guidance system, because we are so powerful. And I love the feminine energy and where that has just right now come to in my life and what I want to share with I like to say other sister goddesses, and being able to take their passion, no matter what it is, and elevate it, level up, align up, and just be who they really are. Because when you're at that level, happiness is there, joy is there, but it's like we do have to go up the emotional scale. And those are some tools I'm going to be able to share with other women of how we go up that emotional scale with love, with peace, with ease and grace and flow.
This is it, right? Like 2020 has brought about so many different things to the surface. There's been
Yes.
challenges, there's been different breakdowns, but yet there's also been blessings and learnings. And I have said that to my clients that truly you have to look at, or when we look at things differently, the things we look at are different. And so it
Yes.
depends on how we are perceiving this. And when we're around like-minded, powerful, successful women, we can really feel not just their energy, but really tap into our own. And like you said, we're all very powerful beings, and we have
Hmm.
so much to give and do for each other and rise with each other, that this empowerment project is set up. It was actually created by women for that
Yes.
entire purpose, right? For
Yes.
us to really join hands and support each other. 2020 is calling on all of us to rise to who we really are, to do the work that we're called to do, to serve that purpose, have that mission, create a legacy. These are things that are so needed in the world right now, that I'm so honored to be a part of such an amazing group of women that are not just talking about making a difference, but really going out there and making a difference. So I want to honor you for the work that you've been doing on yourself and with your clients, and what you're going to bring forth for the women that join us on this journey. So I really, really, I'm excited, and I'm really thrilled to have actually made friendship with you, because I
Same here.
watch you and it just inspires me to no end. Now, before we kind of close this off, can you share with us maybe for those watching right now, or those that are watching on replay, maybe a couple of tips that they can do even just today? I mean, November 6th and 8th is still a couple of weeks away, but something they can do to really tap into feeling that, finding that joy, or finding that level of peace that they're seeking in this really trying times.
Oh, there are so many good things that one can do. But one of the things that I tell my clients is when you can find some, and it's really first thing in the morning, because we all, as we know, wake up and come into consciousness, and life is busy. I mean, I just said the other day to a person, well, everybody's busy unless you're dead. I mean, I'm not trying to, that's not where we want to be, but that's the first thing out of someone's mouth is, I'm too busy. But never be too busy for yourself, for self-care, for self-love. So when you come into consciousness and taking that first minute to just breathe and be within your body, just to acknowledge and give reverence for your body, for your mind. You know, go about your day. But getting centered is so important for the first thing in your day, especially with everything that's going on right now. And it has been a quieting time for the earth. It's
Yeah,
been a wonderful time.
yeah,
And I think
absolutely.
if they can take that nugget and just say, because we all know when we wake up and you want to just get up out of that bed or wherever you are, but just take that minute, that second to just breathe and be present in your body.
That's amazing, because I think that is, as simple as that sounds, it is probably one of the most difficult things somebody has to get used to doing. Like, it's a habit, right? It's something,
It
it's a
is.
new habit, it's a muscle you're building. So even that 60 seconds sometimes, and for my clients, initially I would say to them, set a timer, on
Yes.
their phone, give yourself 60 minutes or 60 seconds to just take that breath, center,
Take that breath.
take
Yes.
that breath. And it's so important to connect in that way before we start our day. And though it sounds like a simple thing to do, for many, it's a challenge initially when you begin to say, that's how I'm going to start my day. But once you do, the difference that it makes in your day is phenomenal. And you and
Exactly.
I obviously practice this, and we can
Yes.
speak from experience that it changes
It
everything.
does.
It
It does.
changes everything. So thank you for sharing that. I want to
You're
just
welcome.
highlight for people that want to join us on the Empowerment Project, the journey of transformation, of transcending our limits, to go to the website, thecelebritydoc.com/ the Empowerment Project, to sign up. And it's going to be a very interactive kind of program,
Yes.
where we're going to be not just preaching and teaching, but we're going to be really talking with those that join us, in really helping them, in getting them involved in the process. So thank you so very much for being here and giving me this time to tap into your genius. And so I can't wait till November the 6th to actually take this
I'm
journey.
excited as well. It's going to be eh, perfectly splendid.
It's going to be perfectly splendid. And for those that join us, I know that there will be transformation that
Yes,
will
indeed.
be for them in terms of their life journey. So thank you again. I really appreciate your time. And I know it's very early there for you. You're in California, right?
I'm in Seattle.
You're in Seattle. So even then, it's a 3-hour difference.
It
So
is. It is.
yeah, it's something that I appreciate, because for me here, it's 10 a.m. So it's a great time for me to chat with you.
Well, it's been wonderful. Thank you so much. And I want to say, level up, ladies.
Level up. Thank you so much. I will see you on November the 6th. So that was Yolanda Goff sharing her genius with us. And I hope that as you watch this, whether you're on live or you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay or hashtag live, you see, this gives us more traction on Facebook. This video can be shared with so many others who may be needing this in their life right now. So I request that you share the video out. Reach out to either of the speakers that you see on my live. If you are watching me or following me, then definitely reach out and let us know how we can be of service to you. Join us on November the 6th to the 8th on this amazing transformational journey. With that being said, I want to wish you a blessed day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. I'll see you soon.